make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will put it away to start the game. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. He'll try the left side. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going to swing it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Torres. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they grab it in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Bunch formation for these receivers. from the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Hurricanes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quick completion to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The run to the right. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a play you'd like to see the receiver fight a little bit more for the football. It's a lob throw into the end zone. Quarterback's expecting you to go up and get it. You can't let the defender box you out like that. Offense is lucky that wasn't picked off.
And it'll be down right there. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Use the play fake, now to throw. Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the single back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Pressure coming. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Finds a man on the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. This dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Using his legs, it's Torres. On his feet at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
He's got his man.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Sooners line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a crease to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. They'll go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Addison. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. It's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He lets one fly deep, and they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. The tag. Slippery slide. Finds his way. Ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it on the left. Finds a seam. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Canes! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. The Sooners want to move quickly. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Right on the money. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Torres. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Handoff to the lone back. Hard running there. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We've got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Like, can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll leave it with him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for them there.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Finds his tight end.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Orlando. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Back swinging for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Just keep slinging it. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He'll start this drive firing. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man in the middle.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Puts it out of the air. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Back to throw, it's Orlando. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some 1st downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's sacked. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
How How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the back in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. On the ground, it's Torres. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Floating away. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Rasmussen. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick completion on the out route. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. The give to the back. Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Orlando. Got it in the middle, it's set. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw over the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Catch in the middle, it's Torres. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Rasmussen. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown Sooners! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Palmer.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball and still...
There he goes! Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quickly complete.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
That pass is incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Sooner offense returns to the field. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball and being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
And the Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 20, he's got space.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Give to the running back. He's pulled down after a tough one, gets it to the 6.